So funding is always a really hot question in the startup world, and I think it's one of the most misunderstood questions as well. Because what tends to happen is people read a blog post, or they'll follow someone that says this is how you do it, or they'll follow a VC on Twitter and they say this is how it works. And the reality is it's different for everybody. And people tend to think, oh, this is how you do it. You have to do this, you raise a Series A of this amount, and Series B this amount, and profitability, and that's just not the case. And it really is an individual thing, and both about the founders and the business. And whether or not you bootstrap or raise money has everything to do with what's your financial situation right now. Can you afford to bootstrap? Can you not afford to bootstrap? Do you need the relationships that a VC brings to the relationship, to the company to help you grow the business? Do you need other insight from other people that are involved in your industry or environment? So they're all very personal questions. And I think the best way to answer the funding question is understand what you need as a person and as a business for the next 18 to 24 months. How do I get my business to the next stage? What is it going to take me and my team to get my business to the next stage, which is proving another big hurdle, right? So do I even have a product? Do I have interest from customers? How do I get a beta out there to just get people to try it? Do I need investment to get a technology built? Once I have a customer or two and I've got the technology and it's working, how do I show there's real demand and I can drive revenue? Right? Once I show there's real demand and I'm driving revenue, how do I show that the market is big enough and I can really make this a big business? And what do I need personally along the way? Do I have a family I have to support? Am I out of college living in a closet somewhere? I don't care. Right? Those are all very personal decisions. But I think the right answer from a funding perspective is all about what do you need and what does your business need to get to the next phase? And how little do I need to get to the next phase, which is another really big key thing to consider. There's a lot of overhype about valuation and investment and who can raise a bigger round and who can get a higher valuation. And people get caught up in that hype very easily. And the reality is what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for another big barrier. Every time you raise a round of money and your company gets valued, you're raising the amount of money it's going to take to exit from that business. Right? So if you all of a sudden get this huge valuation and you think that's awesome because someone valued you at 20 million bucks, right? And you got a bunch of money into the company, understand that you've now set up a hurdle that you have to meet. So before that money runs out, you need to prove that your company's worth a lot more than 20 million bucks. Or you have to convince someone to pay you 200 million to buy your business for a 10x return on investment. So reality is really about what do I need, what does my business need to get to the next phase, and how little do we need, not how much. And I'm not saying to starve yourself, right? But be realistic and understand what's the right investment for the business right now. What's an appropriate valuation based on market rates? What can I achieve with my business over the next phase that makes that valuation worth it? And I think those are things that a lot of first-time entrepreneurs forget because they get caught up in the hype. And those are things that can kill a business.